What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be doing today is going over the throw power myth. And what I mean by myth is, like, in Madden 18, it's been kind of weird because most of the year, I've been able to get away with an 88 throw power quarterback, and he's been able to get the ball down the field pretty, efficiently. I had Tom Brady for a while. I think I had, like, like a tier 1, or maybe like a tier 2, whichever one had conductor of the power-up because it was relatively cheap. And I got the NAT version from doing the gauntlet solos. And I told you guys already, I would not recommend doing power-ups for any reason unless you have the NAT version, because I don't want you guys losing coins, all right? And a lot of the NATs and stuff like that and the power-ups that you guys do, you guys have seen that eventually they just start playing like garbage, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to deal with them. So this guy right here is going to be our practice dummy. And pretty much he turned out to be just that. He was a complete and utter idiot, and he continued to do ridiculous things during the game. But we're going to continue to do what we do because we don't really care. Look, he's throwing the ball in the coverage. This guy has no idea what's going on in his life. Bro, the guy doesn't breathe oxygen, bro. Like, he's just an animal. But he's going to come out and do whatever he wants. And that's pretty much what EA, that's what they like. You know, when a lot of you guys have, oh, yo, DDA. Oh, DDA. Listen, it's not DDA. The game's just awful. Okay, and for you guys that don't know what DDA is, it's dynamic difficulty adjustment, and it's something that's been around for a very, very long time. You're talking about the early stages of gaming, which made people, like that right there, me kicking the ball out of the field of play when it's right there in front of me. That's not DDA. That's the way the game is designed. Like, it's not going to adjust the way it goes, and that's what people don't understand. When you, right there, user swap, when I'm trying to pick it, these functions of the game, people try to make it a little bit more intense and more difficult to understand. It's sort of like you go to class to go learn algebra. And then algebra is very simple if you learn it the right way, but then you'll have an idiot try to teach it to you, and then you won't understand it for the rest of your life. It all depends on who teaches you certain things. But again, when you look at the overall gameplay, it's the design and the patches. You see what I'm saying? The DDA factor, if the cards actually played like they were supposed to, I would give people credit with that theory. But I can't give people credit with the theory because I understand Madden. And Madden still is Madden. Regardless of if you played it on Sega Genesis and you played it right now, it's fluke no matter what. It's always been fluke in Madden. You see what I'm saying? It's just that the game now is very, very bad with the things that they allow to happen. For instance, on Sega Genesis, the people were like solid bodies. Like, you couldn't run through them, which is weird because, what was that, like 8-bit? It might have been, I think it was like 8-bit Sega Genesis. We're up to like 200 and something bit or more than that kind of bit with the bit, and it's still not bitten up. Like, this dude is this dude right here is a trash can. He just throwing the ball and just doing intentional grounding like a savage. But like I was saying, you can literally throw the ball through these guys' bodies, and this is next gen in 2018. Okay, so if you're talking about DDA, you have to be an utter idiot because you listen. Just think about it, right? DDA is something that makes it so that people have to spend money. When people spend the money, you're gonna want result. It's like sort of like Candy Crush, right? With Candy Crush, when it was like really, really popping, people were spending money because you were getting things from it, and they were making the levels more difficult. So you have to spend money. That's a great example of DDA because they're adjusting the difficulty, so you have to spend money. But when you spend the money, you get the lives, you get the things that you wanted. You see what I'm saying? In this game, the players don't look. Listen to me, Randy Moss. When you max him out, even with John Madden, he has a 99 speed. He's not running by Talib. Okay, he's not running by him in zone, man. Whatever it is, he's not gonna run by him. That has nothing to do with DDA. That just has to do with the mechanics of the game. Let me tell you something. Like Madden 25 would have been a good example. If they wanted to actually utilize, okay, you see how you just burnt him for the first time? That was because I actually had to play action at play and change the route to a fade. It was stupid, but we're seeing that THP Culpepper's throw power was really, really sufficient. But let me go back and finish what I was saying about Madden 25. Madden 25, the attributes of the cards actually mattered, right? So that would have been a good year to actually implement DDA. Because if you were spending money, you were getting your money's worth from the cards. But 25 was a decent game in my opinion, so it was nothing like, it was just something like most of the time the good players would win. But you can't tell me that if, okay, say for instance Chris Johnson, right? Chris Johnson has what, like a 97 speed in this game. 97 speed is getting caught from behind. Barry Sanders with a 99 speed, he's getting caught from behind. That's not DDA, that's the game's threshold. That doesn't change whether you spend money or not. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people have to understand, if it's something that makes sense, it makes sense regardless. I'm not like, if I thought that it was like, yeah, bro, they're doing that in the game and stuff like that or whatever, which EA is very capable of doing. I'm not saying that it's something that they can't do. I'm just saying, why would you put DDA in the game where the attributes don't matter for most of the cards? Do me a favor, experiment with this, right? Use a bronze defensive line, okay? And just don't contain, because when you contain, it's harder for them to block shed. Just leave them doing their regular rushing routes. And make sure that, like, you play against a team that has a really, really good O-line. They're going to block shed, okay? So if you have a really, really good O-line and DDA applies, they shouldn't be able to come in, because that's the reason why you're spending money, is to make sure that it doesn't happen. That, because everybody's, oh, you got to pay for everything, whatever. EA, they have no idea. Oh, this is, wow, what was he a man-to-man? Who is that? That Woodson? Wow, he's burning Woodson now. All right, so listen. Anyway, if you spend the money, you're supposed to get a specific result. You don't get that result. Okay, look, I rage sold Moss over 3 times this year. If you go back to Madden 13, check my videos out like Madden 13. I would rage. Randy Moss I wouldn't even think about getting rid of Randy Moss. You know why? Because he was playing like Randy Moss in Madden 13 and Ultimate Team. He was playing like if you gave him a step, the ball was going. There was no slide in action. There was none of that stuff going on. Like this. You see what he's doing? He's throwing it right in the coverage. That's not DDA. That's just the game being horrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to make something out of nothing. Just say what it is. And I'm pretty sure the EA developers know. They dropped the ball once again with the patch, because when the game was launched, it wasn't like this. I played this game in August, 2 weeks before its release. This game was not like this right now. It's the patches and the things like that that destroyed it. You can make up whatever you want, and you guys can look online and say, oh yeah, EA owns the patent and all that stuff like that. Keep in mind and understand, the purpose of DDA is for people to spend money. You're not getting your money's worth with what you spend. So either EA is doing DDA in a fashion that nobody has ever seen before, like, yo, all right, you're going to still spend the money and nothing's going to happen, or you have to just accept that the game is what it is, because they're utilizing a patch that they've been using since 16, and it's just not working. And it's as simple as that. That's all. And unless, this is what's going to have to happen, right? Unless they adjust it for Madden 19 with the animations and they make the game a little bit more, controller-based friendly, like they remove some of the animations, it's going to continue to be the same thing, because they can't control. It's sort of like when they put the OBJ catch in. It's a reason why the punter was able to do the OBJ catch. They don't go out of their way to make sure that certain cards can't do it. They just implement it in the game, and it's nothing you can do about it. It's nothing at all you can do about it. Because if DDA was really what their intentions were with Madden, because I'm not saying they don't use it in other games, but I'm saying specifically with Madden, if DDA was what their intention was, it wouldn't be the way that it is now. You would obviously see that the players that cost you, that make you buy packs and all that stuff, you would visibly see that they're better. It wouldn't be a situation where it's like, oh my God, this guy sucks too. You see what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't happen. So with the whole DDA and everything that's going on with it, the throw power situation, that kind of shows me, like, the 99 throw power that Culpepper has when he's canned, he actually does it, right? So he can throw the ball further. Like, he threw the ball 70 yards, like, with a dot the other day when I was playing, right? There's no, like, I don't know, I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm pretty sure that Aaron Rodgers with less throw power can throw the ball the same way, or Mike Vick can. I just wasn't throwing it the right way. And that's what I realized. A lot of the cards do exactly the same thing, but I wasn't experimenting the same way because I was looking at their attributes and I didn't think they could do it. That was my mistake. Like, you see what I'm saying? I can tell you this much, though, that 88 throw power threshold is not the same. Like right here, you see that? That throw that he just made, he has no gunslinger. That's just straight throw power and Ross being able to run because I changed his route. Like, I didn't leave it the way it was, and I adjusted it and did some other things to the play to make him run and be able to run straight by the defender. That's why he's able to burn these corners. But I just figured it out because I played another guy that was trying to swerve me the other day. You see what I'm saying? You learn stuff from playing opponents online that shows you that other things are, you're able to do things, but you have to figure out how to do it. Again, going back to what I said in the beginning of the video, Madden is Madden. You see what I'm saying? No matter what, Madden is Madden. No matter how bad it's been, good, whatever, it still has the same type of ridiculous concepts. So now that I know that I can actually throw the ball past people, I got Moss and I got Ross. You see what I'm saying? Because I was able to figure it out. Like, I played a guy the other day. It was live on stream. Click in the description box. Go to my Twitch past broadcast. It's one of the last 2 live streams. The dude had Harold Carmichael, and he was just throwing streaks the entire game like I used to do in every Madden prior to 16. And it was just like, yo, you can still do this? And then I was able to figure it out. So in doing that, I see that the throw power actually does matter with Culpepper when he's chemmed, and it becomes a 99 throw power. So I just wanted to share that with you and let you guys understand, if you're looking for maximum throw power, Culpepper can throw the ball. Yo, he can throw that ball and sling it really, really good. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. GmiasWorld. One love.